Welcome to segment 3 of the circus, the three-ring circus that has been the NFL so far this season. But anyway, let's go to our picks. Detroit against the Packers.
Packers' last game was very, very impressive offensive-wise as Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. They got that air game going pretty quickly in that one as Jordy Nelson with over 200 yards receiving in that game, which I really hated because the guy I was going against had him. But he had a great game. Cobb also had a good game with 2 touchdowns as well. And Aaron Rodgers once again taking control of the team and showing that the Packers team are for real, even though they did struggle in Seattle in Week 1. But the Packers, I believe, are back in Detroit last week. Looking like Detroit again, sadly, as they struggle against the Carolina Panthers. Now, don't get me wrong, the Panthers, you guys have a great defense and everything, and you guys played a very impressive game with Detroit. I believe they shot themselves in the foot too much in that game as some key turnovers in that one, which killed them. Some missed field goals, which really, really killed them.
I hear that they're looking at signing Rob Baronis.
They had 3 kickers come to practice this week. Alex
Arnacki.
Yep.
Garrett Hartley and Rob Baronis.
Yep, they had quite a few kickers come to camp this week or practice this week, I should say, not camp anymore. But they had them come to practice and try out for the team pretty much, just in case their kicker sucks again this week. But we'll see how that goes. But in this one, I am going to go with Green Bay, even though it is Detroit. Green Bay, just that explosive offense. I just cannot see the Detroit defense stopping the passing attack. As we do know, the Detroit secondary is kind of hurt a little bit, and they're struggling as of right now. And I just believe the Packers are going to take this one 31-17.
This one's a tough game to pick, as once again the Carolina defense beat up Detroit pretty badly, and all the haters are coming back and saying, "Oh, they're the same old Lions again." It's like, as you know, last year I'm getting sick of that attitude in Detroit, But I'm going to pick Detroit this week because I just see them being reminded of what they were and what they can be from Week 1. And I think that they could very well do something here. It will be a high-scoring game because of the Green Bay offense, and of course Detroit's secondary isn't on par.
The Green Bay's defense isn't the greatest as well, I should admit.
I'm going to pick Detroit 35-31. I just think that it's only Week 2. And even though everybody's thinking they're the same old team again, it's only Week 2!
Well, if they want to get better, though, they got to shoot Tom down the turnovers and make sure they make some field goals as well. That's one thing.
That too, and they worked out some kickers this week. So, it's only Week 2, guys. Anyway, Jacksonville against the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts, for the first time in I don't know how long it's been, but they're starting out the season 0-2.
Probably the first time since 08, since it wasn't 08, it was gone. The year Peyton Manning
I think it was 2010. 2010.
Yeah.
And Andrew Luck, I believe they announced that this was the first time in his career they've lost consecutive games with him at starting quarterback. So it's a hard start for him as well so far this season. As in that game, the Eagles, man, they just played a great game and called back up to him.
2 times where I could have gotten some extra sleep and 3 touchdowns later. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's Eagles for you. But the Colts trying to get some their first win of the year this week as they'll be going against the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team that I thought looked pretty good for Week 1. This week they kind of showed back up to their old team again as they got dominated by the Washington Redskins in that one. Just, I don't know, Jacksonville's still trying to figure some stuff out. Chad Henne, I do believe, as of right now, should be the starting quarterback. We'll see how that keeps going through the weeks and see if he can actually keep the job still. But as of right now, I do believe he should still be starting. But in this one, I am going to go with the Colts. I just believe that Jacksonville defense is going to struggle once again in this one. And we know the Colts, they have some very, very good players on the team. And I'm taking Indy in this one, 38-13.
Jacksonville and Gus Bradley is trying to get the Seattle defensive system in there. But obviously Week 2 was not anywhere near what Seattle's defense is expected to be.
Oh, no. I hope not.
Let's get that clear. I feel sorry for Red Bryant. You know why? Because he went from Seattle, the best place of all, to Jacksonville. I do believe the Colts win this game, and this is the second team I picked to not score 10 points is the Jaguars. 31-7 is your final there. New England against the Raiders.
And the Raiders, well, last week didn't look good for you guys either. As a lot of big mistakes by you guys in that one, as the Raiders just couldn't get anything going at all, as we had seen the famous double fumble. That was quite interesting to watch.
Just don't win, baby!
And Carr,
I can say that now because Al Davis is 6 feet under.
Yeah. You can see your fear from above, though. That's what I'm showing on that one.
Well, he does look like Frankenstein, so I better watch out for Halloween.
And Derek Carr, just he's a rookie and he's still learning a little bit. But he's still got some steps to go before he can.
He's not gonna say it, but I am. He went to the car wash.
Yeah, I guess you can
Yeah,
say
take
that,
him to the car wash.
He needs to get some work going right now, and then tell your Oakland team needs to get something going here soon, hopefully. But then you have New England, who came off a Week 1 loss and came back with a very impressive game, offense and defensive wise. As the New England Patriots defense, who at times can be on and off, looked very, very impressive in that one. As I think, what was it, 6 sacks, 4 interceptions, and a block kick for a touchdown. Yeah. They showed up in that game, I'll tell you that.
Patriots defense has been very inconsistent over the years.
Yeah, they were on and off at times, but in that game they were on, and the Patriots with a very dominant win over the Minnesota Vikings.
With their defensive coordinator, you could probably fit the two of us combined into his shirt.
Pretty much.
With the big old goatee.
And
wow.
Yeah. In this one, though, I am going to take New England. Offensive-wise, Tom Brady and will lead this offense over this Oakland defense, I think, pretty well. And also the Oakland offense against the New England defense. I believe the New England defense, once again, are going to show up against this struggling Oakland offense. And I'm going to take New England in this one, 27-10.
This is the third team I picked to go under 10 points, Oakland. New England is going to win this one, and they'll win this one with authority. The same score as I picked the last one. 31-7, and it could be even higher. Because, like I said before, I picked Oakland to go 2-14 this year, and I might very well be right.
In that one, yeah.
Arizona against San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco coming in this week with a very, very sad loss on Monday night to the Chicago Bears.
Sunday night, but still.
Sunday night?
Yeah.
Monday was still Eagles, that's right, all right.
But
not Sunday night, but either way, it's
pretty much because of all the penalties could have rained into Monday night.
I'm surprised it didn't, actually. God. Flag after flag in that one, but they had a pretty good lead, and all of a sudden the Bears came back and shocked them.
Throwing too many flags. Offense number 52, 10-yard penalty still. First down. Remember that ref was
pretty much. Going on that
one. It wasn't the ref. It was Ed Hockley that game, but it seems like there's a ref that goes like this.
But yeah, San Francisco is trying to figure some stuff out right now after that very, very disappointing loss. And Arizona getting another win last week, as that team, I believe, started to improve, as they did not have Carson Palmer last game. They had Drew Stanton starting and still got the victory in that one over the New York Giants. And Arizona at home in this one. This is going to be a very close game between these two teams. NFC West battle. You know those games are always good to watch. And the Cardinals, I don't know if they're having Palmer back this week or not. I believe they said he is going to be back. But you got to love this Arizona Cardinals defense, and you got to love the San Francisco defense as well.
That's why the Cardinals defense is on my fantasy team.
And Cardinals defense and San Francisco, it's going to be a low-scoring game this one. I believe whoever can just get the most power on the offense is going to win it. And that is actually why I'm going to go with the upset in this one, if you want to call it an upset, and take Arizona. I just believe Palmer's going to come back rested in this game and play a lot better. And I just believe this Arizona defense is going to stop Kaepernick and make sure he can't run the ball and stop the running game completely and make him throw it in the air. And I'm going to take Arizona in this one, 17-13.
I would probably change my pick if this was last week, but I'm not gonna, because I would have been 10-6 last week had I did. So I'm gonna stay with San Francisco. I think they learned their lesson last week that they got to play in the second half, even though there was so many penalties. And I'm going to pick Phil Dawson to kick the game-winning field goal at the buzzer. 17-14 San Francisco. Segment 4. And our final segment, including America's Game of the Week. Coming up next.